He studied crime to understand it, then committed one so brutal even experts were left speechless. On a quiet November night in 2022, a brutal crime shattered the calm of Moscow, Idaho. 4 University of Idaho students were found stabbed to death in their home. No suspect, no weapon, no motive. The nation watched in horror, and soon, one name would dominate the headlines: Bryan Kohberger. The victims were young, bright, and full of promise. Kaylee Goncalves, Madison Mogan, Zana Kernadal, Ethan Chapin. Each of them was brutally attacked, some while they slept. It was a chapter investigators described as one of the most disturbing they'd ever witnessed. 2 roommates survived asleep on the first floor. The police had no leads for weeks. Panic spread through the college town. Who could do something so calculated and vanish without a trace? Then came the arrest. Bryan Kohberger, a 28-year-old PhD student studying criminology just 10 miles from the murder chapter. He wasn't just studying criminals. He was learning how they think. Online, Kohberger had posted surveys asking criminals about how they chose their victims. He appeared obsessed with the psychology of murder. But was it just academic curiosity? Or something much darker? Police traced a digital trail. Kohberger's phone pinged near the victim's home multiple times. Surveillance cameras spotted a white Hyundai Elantra near the chapter. He drove that exact car. But the key evidence? A knife sheath left next to the victims. On it was Bryan Kohberger's DNA. It was the break the investigators needed. On December 30th, 2022, FBI agents arrested Kohberger at his parents' home in Pennsylvania. He didn't resist. In his car were gloves, cleaning supplies, and more DNA kits. He knew the process, and yet he still got caught. For over a year, Kohberger claimed he was innocent. But in July 2025, he took a plea deal. 4 life sentences, no chance of parole, and still no motive was given. Why those students? Why that night? To this day, Bryan Kohberger hasn't answered. The families are left with silence, and the public is left to speculate. Was it a thrill? Was it revenge? Or was it an experiment by a mind obsessed with control? Bryan Kohberger once studied how killers think, but now he'll be studied behind prison walls for the rest of his life. And the world is left wondering, how many more like him are walking among us? On July 11th, 2025, Bryan Kohberger was officially sentenced. 4 life sentences, 1 for each victim, plus an additional 10 years. The death penalty was taken off the table in exchange for his guilty plea. But despite the verdict, he gave no statement, no apology, no explanation. If this story chilled you, subscribe to Beneath the Narrative for more true crime cases. If you found yourself questioning everything, drop a comment below. And if you want more stories like this, hit like so the algorithm doesn't bury the truth. Not all monsters hide in the dark. Some study in plain sight.